Hello Internet. In accordance with the prophecy, I'm making another video. But which prophecy, I'm not going to tell you. You have to figure that out for yourself. The first one that does figure out, tell me, and I might send them a lollipop. If I know where to send it. And I have a lollipop, and postage and everything. Let's see. I was biking a lot today, which is why my hair is a bit of a mess. I mean, it was like this earlier. It tends to stand on end and then sort of stick there. Because it's better for the environment, and it's exercise, which is good, which is a good thing in general. Anyway, the reason I was biking around in the first place was because I do not live next door to a Starbucks. A viewer had sent me a message. By the way, viewers, if you want questions answered, put them in a comment, please. Thank you. Anyway, a viewer sent me a message asking the following. Compare your favorite latte in the world to a baseline latte, say Starbucks, which makes sense because Starbucks is available everywhere for comparison. Alright, I say fine. This viewer, like me, is from Toronto, obviously because lattes are a big thing there. And my favorite latte, for a start, is from Second Cup in Canada. I'm rather fond of Second Cup. Lots of good memories in their shops. They have this really good chocolate tart that I like. And above all, their vanilla bean latte. The vanilla bean latte from Second Cup, is, the milk is very nice. It's Canadian milk, so I imagine it's a bit creamier than most. I've actually had a taste test done, and apparently American 2% tastes a bit weaker than Canadian 2%. If this is what I'm not supposed to be doing because of fair use or advertising rules or whatever, sue me. No, don't, because it's the internet and I can say what I like. Haha. Anyway, the latte, the milk is nice, a creamy flavor to it. The coffee isn't quite burnt. It has a nice nutty, rich, roasted flavor to it that I quite like. And the vanilla flavoring is there, but it's not so strong to throw the other flavors out of balance. As a result, there's a perfect balance of flavor. And I remember one morning I had a large one of these before my chemistry lab, which they make me get up early for. Why do they make the third-year students get up early? Why don't they just second-year students? Why don't they make second-year students get up early? Make the freshmen get up early. They're supposed to suffer. Anyway, and I considered writing an ode in its praise because, hey, this is a nice cup of coffee, and it actually got me awake. So I didn't, as a result, I didn't spill carcinogens on my hands. That's a good thing to know. Chemistry is always more dangerous than shop. Remember that. I didn't write the ode because I don't know how to write them, and I forgot after I had the idea and was near pencil and paper, so that never happened. Other things. Anyway, compared to the Starbucks latte, by comparison, I ordered vanilla bean because it had to be completely equal. The vanilla bean latte, I found the milk to be a bit weak in flavor, not that good. The coffee flavor was not really pronounced. The vanilla was too much. It trumped all of them, and it made it very hard to get that nice balance I like so much. This is not to say that Starbucks is a complete failure. They do nice things. I like their frozen coffee a bit. It's good on a hot day like this one. Apparently it's 34 degrees out there. For my American viewers, this is 60. Damn, give me a moment. I live in Canada. We use the metric system. Alright. To double it now, 30. Call it about 98 degrees. It's bloody hot. Anyway, with that in mind, can't really expect anyone to understand the metric system north of the Mason-Dixon line. South of the Mason-Dixon line, definitely not. North of it, even less so, until you get to the 49th parallel. Or Toronto, which is actually below it. The 49th parallel is just a common term for the Canadian border. Anyway, other things. I went to try and get to follow up on a job application I made over a week ago. And apparently, the guy said he had a very stressful week the previous week, and so he hasn't really gone over hiring anyone yet. I give myself even money that I'm even going to get hired. Because, well, even money even hearing back, let alone getting hired. I blame the economy. And guess what I blame the economy on? Not my parents. My dad's very smart, and I blame the economy on my parents' generation. It's their bloody fault I don't have a job. Haha, I can actually blame something on them and get away with it because it's right. Yes, the economy is their fault, and I'm upset about that because I want money. I want to spend it on things, and I can't spend it on things if I don't have it, can I? And I can't get the things I want if I have no money to spend on them. And you see the problem? The economy collapses because they're not giving people jobs. How do they expect money to stay in circulation if they won't, give people jobs? But what do I know? I'm not an economist. I'm a chemist and a linguist. But whatever. So always remember, dear viewers, you pull on the pull 'em and you push on the push 'em, and the pickles go into the jar.